Hey there. For those of you who don't know me, let me introduce myself. I'm Sky. I'm proud to say I'm a certified alchemist and also I am an active member of the Alchemist community. My fellow alchemists have been very busy and have cooked up a new DeFi product called mistX. In this video, I will be getting together with one of our alchemists in training, Chico, who wants to learn all about mistX. Now, Chico has already followed our other video on how to mint a crucible and is ready to learn more. So, let's get started. First, let's go and meet Chico. Good afternoon, Chico. Hope you're ready to learn all about mistX. mistX is the world's first flash decentralized exchange. It's created by alchemists, powered by flashbots and driven by Mist. In order for us to understand mistX and the benefits of using the exchange, there are some other things we need to learn about and have a basic understanding of. We need to have a basic understanding of the following. The transaction cycle on the Ethereum blockchain. MEV, or referred to as miner extractable value. Front-running and sandwiches, and finally, flashbots. So first, let's briefly look at the transaction cycle on the Ethereum blockchain. When you send, receive, or swap tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, you create a transaction. Once the transaction has been submitted, the following happens. Cryptography generates a transaction hash. The transaction is then broadcast to the network and included in a pool with lots of other transactions. This pool is known as the mempool and its contents are visible to everyone. A miner must pick your transaction and include it in a block, in order to verify the transaction and consider it successful. You may end up waiting at this stage, if the network is busy, and miners aren't able to keep up. Miners will always prioritize transactions with a higher gas price, because they get to keep the fees. Once confirmed, your transaction will get a block confirmation number. This is the number of blocks created since the block that your transaction was included in. The higher the number, the greater the certainty that the transaction was processed and recognized by the network. The key thing to be aware of in this transaction cycle is that the miner is able to see details of the transaction via the mempool, before adding your transaction to a block. mistX addresses this issue, which we will cover later in the video. Now we will move on to our next topic, MEV. MEV, known as miner extractable value, is the amount of money a miner on Ethereum can stand to make, as a direct result of their ability to insert, leave out, and reorder transactions within a block. MEV includes both conventional profits from transaction fees and block rewards, and also unconventional profits from transaction reordering, transaction insertion, and transaction censorship within the block a miner is producing. The term MEV can be misleading, as one would assume it is miners who are extracting all of this value. In reality, the MEV present on Ethereum today is predominantly captured by DeFi traders through structural arbitrage trading strategies. Miners do indirectly profit from these traders' transaction fees. Sometimes, rather than letting the trader pay them a transaction fee for the privilege of collecting the arbitrage profit, a miner could simply decide to run this strategy themselves. This is where front-running and sandwiching come into play. In simple terms, in the crypto space, front-running involves gaining knowledge of pending transactions, which are publicly available on mempools, and getting a transaction in ahead of its completion by bidding a higher gas price. Here's what happens. The front-runner will make a swap in the same block transaction, directly ordered in front of your own transaction, worsening the price rate for you. Immediately following this, they make another transaction, a reverse swap, after your transaction has processed. The front-runner uses the induced price difference to earn considerable margins on this manipulation in price. Your transaction, having been front-run, becomes sandwiched in the block between these transactions. Effectively, if you are trading via a traditional DEX, there is nothing you can do currently once this occurs. In some cases, you may not have even noticed the manipulations of front-running as the arbitrage may have been small, but in many others, the results can become quite drastic as we see in this example. From this example, we see how the frontrunner took a swap for 1.2 ETH into a sandwich, buying the token asset in front of the victim for 22.7 ETH, and shifting the price rate from 0.001716 to 0.002141 by 24%. This is a huge loss for the would-be victim. The preceding sale resulted in the frontrunner gaining 0.12 ETH from this attack. This not only impacts your own portfolio, but poses concerns for wider security against MEV risk and trade externalities on the Ethereum network. Nowadays, front-running and sandwiching is one of the main problems of the Ethereum network and the DeFi sector in particular. As it stands, typical AMM or DEX exchanges pose risks to you as a user from front-running and sandwiches, as well as having impacts on the Ethereum network as a whole. Recognizing these concerns is to recognize the dark forest of Ethereum and the hidden challenges and threats front-running bots pose to your trades. Understanding and addressing these concerns is essential in our view, and so much of the development that has gone into mistX will specifically help DeFi get rid of this problem. Flashbots is a research and development organization formed to mitigate the negative externalities and existential risks posed by minor extractable value to smart contract blockchains. Flashbots propose a permissionless, transparent, and fair ecosystem for MEV extraction to reinforce the Ethereum ideals. Transactions on mistX carry no gas fee. Instead of traditionally using ETH for gas on these transactions, mistX transactions are processed via minor bribes. These are proportionately similar to traditional gas fees. However, trading on mistX includes powerful protection on the security and assurance of transactions. The unique technology underlying the mistX platform utilizes flashbots, and as such, transactions processed via mistX do not publish user transaction information to a public mempool, but instead bundle transactions together. This effectively hides the information from frontrunners and thus prevents your transactions from being manipulated, front-run, or sandwiched. mistX is the first time in Ethereum history that Flashbots is available to regular users for front-running protection and no success, no fee transactions. mistX is our very own Alchemist-inspired FlashDEX, and for the first time ever, mistX enables end users to send transactions through Flashbot bundles, keeping the information out of the public mempool. This protects users from front-running and sandwiches. We have worked hard to make mistX something unique and truly beneficial to the end user. Inspired by the insights promoted by Flashbots, and their deep understanding of the issues that surround MEV, we recognize the dark forest that lurks in the Ethereum network and have developed mistX as a solution that enables the end user to navigate the dark forest safely. When we say that mistX is a gasless DEX, that is precisely what we mean. There are none of the typical gas fees associated with Ethereum transactions processed by mistX. Instead, when trading from a token to ETH or ETH to a token, fees are determined and handled as a portion of the transaction's value. When trading with Ethereum using mistX, no longer will you need to ensure your wallet holds additional Ethereum to cover gas fees. All mistX transactions will have a gas price of 0. To avoid confusion, we would like to highlight that this doesn't mean mistX is entirely fee-less. Rather, those fees are reduced and taken into consideration as a portion of the value within the cryptocurrencies being traded with Ethereum. To highlight this distinction, we have two scenarios. Scenario 1, a user makes a trade that has Ethereum as the input or output. In this case, we pay the bribe to the miner out of the trade. Scenario 2, a user makes a token-to-token trade, so no Ethereum involved. In this case, the user must pay an Ethereum bribe out of their wallet, which means they must have a balance of Ethereum in their wallet. mistX users also have the option to easily cancel transactions at the click of a button, meaning, mistX permits users to potentially halt a transaction before it is carried out on the network and without a penalty for doing so. A percentage of all miner bribes are reserved for the mistX platform. This is used to enrich the Crucible and Aludel rewards program, the core of the Alchemist ecosystem. As a result, any and all trades made for tokens on mistX will have a positive price impact on the MIST token. This benefits not only mistX users, but our community and all holders of MIST, especially if that MIST is subscribed to a Crucible. The benefits to this interaction are just the beginning, and we are coming up with additional ways to drive value back to the Alchemist token holders and for the Alchemist community. This is only the beginning of the integrative features we have in store for the mistX platform and the Alchemist ecosystem, and we are excited about the immediate impact mistX will have for all its users. Hey Chico, I hope you have enjoyed our meeting today. I hope you have also benefited from watching this video. Now that you are aware of the potential dangers that front runners and sandwiches pose to you in your trades, and you are fully aware of the benefits of using mistX, I do hope all your future trades will be carried out safely on mistX.io. I want to make you aware of another product from the Alchemist team which can be accessed by visiting the website, sandwich.wtf. This is a tool that allows you to see how much profit MEV traders and their bots have made by sandwiching your trades. Head on over to sandwich.wtf and see if you've ever been sandwiched, and if so, how much you lost as a result. Born out of the creative atmosphere, induced by our collective disinclination to commit to the constraints of a fixed plan, roadmap, or future projection. We are delighted to share mistX with you, in line with our alchemical vision. One of many functional products that we hope will stand the test of time. Our ideas are going to evolve, grow and coalesce in ways we cannot yet imagine. We invite you to join us on this journey, if you haven't already, and see the wisdom of having skin in the game. Remember, there is no plan as we explore the galaxy, in search of the Philosopher's Stone, and immortality. Please, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions at all, or you would like to find out more, we are on a wide range of social media. Alternatively, head on over to our Discord. We have an excellent, supportive community of alchemists who would be more than happy to help in any way possible.